Hello everyone and welcome to the review for Asteroid Bounty Hunter, brought to you by KeenGamer.com, the best place to check out news, articles, reviews, and much more. Now, let's start the review. Now, let's move on to the story. The story is about John, who is, as you guessed, an asteroid bounty hunter with his ship Karma, and what you'll do is you'll save other planets from being destroyed by the asteroids. And that's pretty much the basis for the story. Moving on to the gameplay. Now, Asteroid Bounty Hunter is a 2D space shooter, which pretty much means you'll be controlling Karma and you'll be destroying the asteroids. Now, does the game's control fit for what's going on out there in the galaxy? Of course. You have two options for how you want to play the game. You can use the controller or you can use the keyboard. Personally, I think the controller is a lot better, but you can also use the keyboard. And if you were to use the keyboard, you would use the arrow keys. And if you were on the controller, you would use the gamepad. And what you would do in this game is that you have 4 skills. These 4 skills are essential for you to conquer all your foes on your quest to destroy all the asteroids and the bounty hunters. Now let's talk about the first skill, which is your basic attack. Pretty much it's just 3 energy particles that shoot from your ship, and that's what it does. It's just your basic attack. It's what you'll be using all the time, really. And for your second skill, which is called the Photon Swarm. Now this skill is really useful. There's 3 giant balls that come out, and you can use 3 at a time, which is fantastic because it's just really good at clearing enemies. And then the third ability is the Death Ray. It's pretty much your Cyclops. You have a laser that'll cut through anything, and it's out for a little bit of time. And then you have your fourth ability, which is pretty much your ultimate, like in a MOBA. It's called the Final Blast. And with the Final Blast, it sends missiles everywhere in its direction for like 60 seconds, and it's just so great for clearing out any asteroids or any bounty hunters. It's just good for when things get really chaotic. Now, do the controls for the game work with all the skills and the moving? Of course. On the Xbox controller, you'll be using A, B, X, and Y to use your skills. And on the keyboard, you'll be using Q, W, E, and R. So it's nothing too complicated either. They've also added a unique mechanic where you can upgrade your ship and your skills. Now when you're upgrading your ship, it's really important that down the line you do that because it can get really hard. So now with upgrading the ship, it's what you would expect. You can upgrade your shield and your health and how much damage your weapons do. And then you can also upgrade your skills, which is great because now your skills, if they weren't already super powerful, they're just amazingly powerful now, which is great. Now at each planet you save, you'll eventually get to a boss fight, and these encounters are probably the best thing about the game because not only are they immensely challenging, there's just so much depth to each boss in terms of how they will fight you that it's just fun. It's as if I was actually fighting someone who's taking control of another ship, like another AI of sorts. And it was just fun to go against these guys because they all have different attacks and they will destroy you at any cost. Moving on from that, let's talk about the main thing of the game, the main menace, which is the asteroids. Are they as menacing as you think they would be? And the answer to that question is, of course. These asteroids, just because they can't necessarily shoot something at you, does not mean they're not menacing. Because eventually, as you're playing, it'll say on the top screen, it's growing, or they're getting stronger. And these rocks won't always be small, they'll be huge in size, and there'll be just so much stuff going on at the screen that it just makes you not even want to shoot and just want to dodge. Okay, enough about the gameplay. Let's now discuss about the graphics. So the graphics in the game are very plain and simple. They're just planets, space, stars, galaxy. And in each level you'll see a different background and different kinds of planets. And they all look very beautiful, very detailed, very vibrant in color. and it just works to the game's tone. And last but not least, my absolute favorite part about this game is the sound. Now, each level has a sort of audio track that the developers put in that's dance electronic music. And this is very soothing, it's very intense. It's the best part about the game because it works so well that it makes the game work. Without it, I don't think it would be the same kind of game, but I'm so glad they implemented this dance electronic music. Here, just listen to it. I'm gonna give you, just a couple seconds to just listen to what's going on. In conclusion, Asteroid Bounty Hunter is a fun 2D space shooter that no one should miss out because it has great graphics, an amazing soundtrack, challenging gameplay, and awesome skills to use. It's something that is unique and is something that I think everyone is going to see that it's different from most space shooters and that no one should miss out. I'm that Persian guy. Be sure to check out KeenGamer.com for all the best news, articles, reviews, and much, much more. And you guys have a fantabulous day.